Hey, it's Keza, also known as Skylar Loves Scary Movies. I'm back again with vlog 36. Oh wow, I'm getting on top of these vlogs, aren't I? um, if you haven't realised, I'm prepping up for tomorrow, which is a little bit crazy, but it's something this girl needs. Got a couple of little topics I want to talk about. Firstly, the whole Money in the Bank pay-per-view. I've managed to watch it all today, and I'm going to tell you something now. It's one of the best pay-per-views that WWE have put on. I'm just blown away from start to finish. And yeah, I'm going to give out spoilers, so if you haven't seen Money in the Bank, don't watch this video, because I'm going to do the spoilers. Firstly, I said in the last vlog where they just come out with Dusty Rhodes doing the tribute to him because with him passing away, and because it's a sad day in the WWE. But it was so moving. I've never seen that happen where somebody passes away and they do it on a pay-per-view. Usually they do it on Raw, but they done it for Dusty and Money in the Bank, and I was so blown away by that. As always, they usually give the 10 bells, and then all of a sudden they all start clapping their hands when they hear Dusty's music. And there's Vince, he was proper giving it large. You can see the tears down his face, but he was like going, well, I'm gonna do this for Dusty because this is what he wanted, and he done it. And poor Paige, she was really upset, and a few others were really upset as well. So that's a good pay-per-view start. And then after that they had the Money in the Bank ladder match, which I'm surprised that it was first, but you know what, I was just, it needed to, put it this way, it needs to be a candidate for the Slammiversary. Not Slammiversary, where am I getting Slammiversary from? The Slammy Awards. That needs to be a top contender because that match from start to finish was amazing. There was choke slams, bro kicks, RKOs. That RKO that Randy Orton gave to Adrian Neville was one of the best RKOs I've ever seen. Then you've got Adrian Neville doing it, he calls it the Red Arrow. It's like a corkscrew 450 splash. I'm like, whoa, proper blown away. Roman Reigns doing a super match punch. He almost wins the match, and then Bray Wyatt comes from out of nowhere, and it was just, that's what I mean. It was from start to finish. Every wrestler had the little part to play and done it. And then, of course, Sheamus wins the Money in the Bank briefcase, and now with Sheamus got hold of that briefcase, Seth Rollins better had watch out. There's another spoiler for you, but I'll tell you more about that in a minute. And then the next match was the Divas, Nikki Bella and Paige. As always, Paige does their little promo going, the Bellas blah blah blah, we need to bring the Divas division back and this, that and the other. And of course, Paige is sick and tired of the twin magic and all this malarkey. And firstly, but it's weird though, where the champion usually comes out first and then the challenger comes out last, but that's what happened in this case. Nikki Bella come out first, Paige come out after. And what actually happened in their match was there was a bit really good moves. I was actually surprised with Nikki Bella for she did give some wrestling moves, and Paige just went bang, tried to go straight for the kill. Then twin magic happened. Brie comes out and then tries to do the roll up to try and win the match, and Paige reverses it. And everyone thought Paige had won. The next thing, Brie goes, takes all this tissue paper out of her top because she was pretending to be Nikki, and then was doing the referee, look at me tattoos, because the difference between Brie and Nikki is Nikki's a little bit heavier than Brie, but Brie has tattoos either side of her hips, so that's how you know the difference between the girls. And of course, the ref wages it on, and in the end, Nikki does the bionic elbow in tribute to Dusty, which was a nice touch, and then she gives out the rack attack, 1, 2, 3. Still Divas champion for 200 and odd days she is now, so she's nearing, well, she's got another 80 days to get Brie Bella, AJ Lee's record. So that match finished. Paige was like a bit upset, and then the next match, and I'm going to tell you something now about this next match. If the Slammy does not get given to this match for match of the year, I don't know where you have all come from. And I'm on about Kevin Owens versus John Cena. Champion versus champion. Oh my goodness. Backwards and forwards. Near falls, godless. God knows how many times. Kevin Owens hitting a power bomb. Cena kicking out. Cena with the STFU kick out. All these different moves. I mean, Cena, for his age, he was wrestling like somebody that was 25. I mean, the moves that he done was portraying was absolutely excellent. And then Cena come out of nowhere, does a version of the stunner from the middle rope, and then plants it in the AA, and then he wins the match. But I mean, that match, I was like off my seat, and that's a rare moment for me to see a match like that. And then of course John Cena wins the match, and then John Cena goes like, you belong here, you don't belong in NXT, you belong in the main roster. So John Cena tries to shake his hands, and Kevin Owens just was like, nah. And then all of a sudden gets him to the outside and gives him a powerbomb. But John Cena's spine lands on the edge of the end, like, apron. So Kevin Owens going, my time is now, holding his NXT title up, and you see John Cena limping away. And then after that they do a tribute to Dusty, which was nice. It was a nice fit and nice music halfway through, a little bit of a break. And then the next match was the New Day versus the Primetime Players. And the New Day comes out, talks about how Kofi Kingston got robbed because he was one of the participants in the first match, which ended up being Kane, Kofi Kingston, Adrian Neville, Randy Orton, Roman Reigns, Sheamus and Dolph Ziggler. That was in the first match, but anyway, comes to the tag team match, and they're doing their little promo in the ring, the New Day, and they're going, New Day rocks, and then everyone's shouting, New Day sucks, and blah blah blah. And then the next thing, the Primetime Players come out. Match goes backwards and forwards. Really good moves. That's why I was really impressed with this pay-per-view. And then from out of nowhere, Titus O'Neil gets the pin. 1, 2, 3. New tag team champions, the Primetime Players. Everyone was stunned. But they were like made up for them because it was like their first time round, and it's like really happy. And then the main event was nothing short of outstanding. One of the best main events I've seen, because you've got the chemistry between Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, and Triple H says to him, if you lose the title, you're out of your authority and this, that and the other. And Stephanie says, if you lose the title, it's your fault and all this lot. So, with that being said, they come out and Dean Ambrose has got the title and it gets hoisted up because it was a ladder match. I mean, backwards and forwards. I mean, dirty deeds on the announce table from Dean Ambrose. There was all sorts, both, I mean, I'll give Seth Rollins his due. He gets him up on a powerbomb, runs him from one end to one barricade, and then gets him up again and puts him to the other end. I'm like, wow. Wow, what the hell's happening here? But I mean, it was nothing short of excitement, but the excitement part was the ending. They're both up on the ladder, and they've pulled down at the same time to get the belt. And just as they landed on the floor, Dean Ambrose, it just slipped away from his hands. He was like that close, and I mean that close from getting the title. So of course Seth Rollins retains the title. Triple H puts his arm up, going like, I'm so proud of you. And at the end, JoJo, the ring announcer, comes out with at the end and talks to Seth Rollins. And I mean, overall, that pay-per-view, I give that pay-per-view a 10 out of 10, because it's one of the best pay-per-views I've seen from WWE in the last couple of years, basically. And saying that from me is something. And I'm a die-hard wrestling fan, and I usually watch TNA, but I decided, right, I'll treat myself, I'll book the pay-per-view before I go away and I'll watch it. And nothing short of excitement. I mean, there was 3 matches on that card that deserve a place in the running of Match of the Year for the Slammy Awards at the end of the year. So WWE are sort of like picking up the game, and like they're building their momentum to Battleground, which is, see what happens. 3 weeks to Battleground, I'll be back, and then the pay-per-view comes on, and then SummerSlam, and I know SummerSlam's gonna be, there's a couple of surprises in SummerSlam, so that's Money in the Bank pay-per-view wrap up sorted. And then one more thing, we'll try and get it sorted. Like, I am trying my bestest for tomorrow. I'm all excited, and I'm hyped up, but I'm not. But what we'll do, we'll leave that at that. I may do one more vlog, because I want to do something special for vlog 37. So yeah, this was like the basic wrap up, and just to tell you how I'm feeling tonight and stuff like that. So please stay gory and have unpleasant dreams. Ta-ta for now, and I will see you soon. Bye.